Our phones are lifelines, holding our secrets, our conversations, our lives. But what if the very networks we trust have gaping holes? Holes big enough for foreign hackers to slip through. In 2024, that nightmare became reality. Hackers weaponized our phones, not just stealing data, but threatening the very infrastructure that keeps our society running. Every call, every text, travels through a handful of telecom giants. We assumed they were secure. We were wrong. The breach was catastrophic, called the worst in US history. This wasn't about eavesdropping on your lunch plans. It was about tracking movements, blackmailing officials, and gathering intelligence at the highest levels. In 2024, that thin thread of security snapped. And the group behind it? A deceptively named Operation Salt Typhoon. Our digital world was suddenly, terrifyingly exposed. Salt Typhoon. Sounds harmless, but it's a state-sponsored Chinese hacking group. These aren't amateurs, they're elite, patient, and strategic. Unlike ransomware gangs, Salt Typhoon didn't want money, they wanted access, deep, undetected, and long-term. They infiltrated America's core telecom networks, quietly listening in on the nation's most sensitive conversations. For months, they had a godlike view into the communications of the country's most powerful people. This wasn't a smash and grab, it was a silent occupation. While cybercriminals chased quick paydays, Salt Typhoon played the long game, collecting secrets, not cash. Their targets? Telecom giants like Verizon and AT&T. This was more than a hack. It was a strategic intelligence operation that set a terrifying new precedent. The rules of cyber warfare had changed, and America was caught off guard. The stakes had never been higher. How did Salt Typhoon pull it off? By exploiting basic, overlooked security flaws. They didn't need futuristic tools, just persistence and knowledge of old vulnerabilities. Once inside, they moved laterally, embedding themselves deep within telecom systems. Their boldest move, hacking the very systems used for court-ordered surveillance. They piggybacked on America's own monitoring tools, gaining access to call records, texts, even audio. For months, they spied undetected, wielding the same surveillance powers as law enforcement, without oversight. This wasn't just a data breach, it was a takeover of the network's core. Telecoms weren't just robbed, their systems were quietly rewired to serve a foreign power. The scale and stealth of the attack revealed a catastrophic failure in telecom security. Maybe you think, they only targeted a few VIPs, why should I care? But those targets included presidential candidates, campaign staff, and top officials. When foreign spies can listen to leaders' private conversations, national security is shattered. The danger didn't stop there. Anyone communicating with those targets, politicians, journalists, family, was swept up too. The web of surveillance grew exponentially, putting millions at risk. Your privacy became collateral damage in a global espionage campaign. The Salt Typhoon hack proved that in a connected world, an attack on a few is a threat to all. If leaders' communications aren't safe, neither are yours. The illusion of privacy was shattered for everyone with a phone. Our critical infrastructure's weakness became everyone's problem, overnight. The breach was discovered, alarms sounded, but the danger isn't over. Senate leaders warned, the barn door is still wide open. Telecom networks are vast and patching every hole is nearly impossible. Experts fear backdoors may still exist, waiting to be used again. The real problem. Our critical infrastructure is protected by companies focused on profit, not national security. The Salt Typhoon hack proved self-policing doesn't work. Now, Congress is demanding real cybersecurity standards for telecoms. This isn't just about one attack, it's about the fragility of our digital lives. If we don't fix these vulnerabilities, the next cyberstorm could be catastrophic. The time to act is now, before we face a disaster we can't undo.